Trying to get it all together here. Of course, when I have extra time, then I end up changing fucking everything. Okay, pop the chat out. It looks like I have volume. So just before I came on, I posted the picture of what I'm making. Cool, huh? And I feel like one of those top channels, which I'm not. But I did some cutting yesterday so that it wouldn't be difficult. I wouldn't have as much cutting to do with you guys. And I wanted to make sure it worked because I went against the rules. But there's no quilt police. Eggnog, spice rum. Mm, mm. It looks really pretty for a moment because I had whipped cream and nutmeg on the top and everything, and then realized I forgot to put the booze in. So then I had to wash it, stir it. Okay, so let's dive right in, shall we? All right, so Blooming Night and Day is the pattern that we're working on. It is made up of border stripe, which is the flowered blocks. This fabric comes with a light blue or a black background. Even though black is typically what I love, I bought the light blue background because sometimes I gotta shake it up. And a jelly roll. Their jelly rolls, I kind of like it. They don't over give you what you don't need. This jelly roll was made up of something like 30 strips instead of the full 42. Whatever. Cool. All right. That's what we're working on. This is what we're doing right now. I got our strips last time and signed up early because nobody was on, and it was a week from a freaking hell. And I have them in order. Remember, they have la la la. A little quick recap here. They have an order that they want them all in. I have them in that order. What I was supposed to do, I believe, was to cut my border strip apart and then cut them in 8.5-inch sections by 8.5. And I chose to do that a little bit differently. This is the last cut I need. Each cut gives me 4. So I'm going to show you what I did. And good thing they gave me extra because somehow I fucked it all up and cut a 7.5-inch strip, not an 8.5-inch strip. So there was probably an easier way to do this. However, I don't have an 8.5-inch ruler, so I butt another one up against it. I make sure it's set at 8.5. I am right-handed, so I just, there we go. Make sure that, yep. Now, I know that I don't need this. So, old dog is trying to wake up. He hasn't been asleep that long, so. Now, what I chose to do, because I wanted mostly floral, not a lot of empty space. Hi, dog. How are you? What's going on? You want to say hi to everybody? Hmm? We say hi. Yeah, you can't have it. It's booze. My old girl. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna set you down over here. All right. Whoops. One of the blankets for the dogs somehow got stuck underneath the rolly chair. Okay, see how that goes. Robert just got home, so if need be, you can take her out. All right, so what I chose to do is cut 1/8 of an inch into the border. It will not show because it'll be in a seam, but then that makes it to where I get a little bit less sky. Okay? Does that make sense? Not much. But whatever you choose to do, it'll be okay. I was going to say be consistent, but I would say this one being as it's only like an eighth of an inch difference, be consistent. But if you were going to make it vastly different, like chop some of this off and have it right up the top, then just be wild. Patterns are just guidelines anyway. Like the pirate code, I like to say. It's just a suggestion. Stole one of the lights Michael hasn't gotten around to using. Okay, so I cut the rest of them on a different mat. Just gonna make sure that I say measure by the ruler, not by the mat, because each mat can be a little off. Listen, that much extra. Please tell me I'm doing this right. I am. So we got holidays coming up, and then I have a retreat. So we're gonna have to figure out the schedule. I am not gonna stream on Thanksgiving. I'm gonna take the whole night off. So I guess that means this is the only. I don't know. I might do it Friday. Then again, I might just take a couple days and then see you back on the following Monday. What do you think of that? You guys okay with that? Oops, I didn't set up this. I don't know if anybody's on. Refresh. And a half. So regardless of how you choose to cut this, you need these 8.5 by 8.5 according to the pattern. And my way worked just fine. Doing it the other way might have meant where your leftover scraps would have been like a longer whole strip. I guess you'll have to decide how you would use your leftovers. I think this is going to fall into that good enough category. Here's pattern. Here is the other blocks I cut yesterday. So each set of four, shifts the pattern 8.5 inches. So this one starts more with the red. This one starts with purple, the daisy, the blue flower. Yeah, just the poppy, couple poppy ones. Okay. All right. Those are our center blocks. That might look like a solid block, but it is two of the blues. I can tell right now it's the sky and something else there. All right, so weren't we going to use a highlighter to highlight what we've done? Hey, Pam, how's it going? How is your evening? I'm not sure how much of that I need. All right, you did all of those. One. Number 2, page 2. All right, so I got 28 of those. So I don't need to do, what do you want here? From the garden, 7 strips, doing it. Okay, that's binding. So realistically, I don't cut my binding or border stripes. There's no border here, but right, right. I don't cut my border stripes until my center is done, and then I measure so I can cut them to fit properly. So I do think, being as we are done cutting a lot of stuff, we're going to come back to the pressing. Heat up the iron. Okay. We won't need anything more than these two rulers. Okay, what are we doing, guys? Pam, it's not just Pam. Hi. All the way from Alabama. Well, hello, Janet. How's it going? Is this Janet L? Just making sure, in case you didn't want that out there. If so, how are the grandbabies? Let's see. Assembly of the block. Assemble the block. One set of assembly instructions is given and can be used for both colors. Yeah, yeah. Use one red twig and one scarlet. Oh, we're not doing these. We are doing these full strips. Right now I need my freaking threaded. Hi, how you feeling? You can take more Advil if you need it. This key. Yay, how are the grandbabies? Thanks for finding me. That's the only way we can chitty chat. Red twigs and scarlet beauty. This was in order, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't think so anymore. Red twig and scarlet beauty. Got one of each. No. One red twig and one scarlet beauty. Repeat. Repeat to make a total of 2 strip units. Wow, I just said that. I suppose I can get that bold with some heat. Been doing much sewing, Janet? Alright, guys. Old dog walking around. He was on camera a few minutes ago. What do you think, Daisy? Do you want to go potty? Are you good? She hasn't been asleep that long, but she didn't go potty when I took her out after she ate. That might be why. She's doing that weird pacey thing. last thing we want, right? Oh, oh, oh. Jen said something. Hang on, I can't read that well. The youngest grandchild came to Alabama a month ago, and he's back in Washington State now. Oh, COVID. Where's some wood? I have not had it yet. I'm okay with this. I'm very much okay with this. My youngest had it, but nobody else in the house. So we were just talking, or I was talking. You are all listening. Cacti, have you at my mercy? Ran out of line. Hey, I noticed that pretty damn quick. I like awesome ninja skill here. Look at that. I only went. Oops. I only went an inch and a half. Score. Oh, good. I didn't stop and think how many bobbins I might have had pre-wound. I've only got one, but it's full, so that's all we need tonight. I believe there will be some subcutting, but we'll do that on the other camera. Anyway, before I ran out of bobbins, I think it's hard to believe it's freaking Thanksgiving weekend, which means I gotta get my shit together and figure out what to get my mom and a couple people for Christmas. I know, and now I gotta figure out how to do it. Not going through Amazon. Do some shop local. But I think I'm gonna do tonight, and then you can wait until next Monday. I'm gonna take the rest of the week, not do Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. I reserve the right to go insane that day and decide that I'm gonna just do a live or do one Friday. But as it stands, I don't think I'm going to. So if you get one bonus, and it might be short notice. Okay. I'm guessing I probably can set these blocks a little further away. That's what we're making. Pretty, pretty. He does so good at stepping his colors. Sure, I didn't. Is everybody having typical Thanksgiving food? We need a smaller one. Yeah. I just, first of all, nobody's got extra income this year. So I talked to my girls, and we're gonna go do a thing. We're gonna go to paint pottery or something together and have lunch um, instead of having to come up with something. Because if I find anything, it's super expensive, or from the box stores where I don't really want to buy anything. I don't know. So instead of forcing something when really I'm to the age where I just want to spend time with people, I've turned into that. You can feel it real easy. All right, now we got this. Now we got to read how we're going to pick it apart. Okay, let's see. Oh, do we really think it's that? And but she doesn't pee underneath the edge of the counter. Hmm. Really? Okay. All right. Got 6 EFs and 16 CDs. So what they're showing here is this is a 4.5 inch section labeled EF, and I need 6 of those, and then a 2.5 inch section. I need 16 of those. So here we go. Yes. Flip the camera so you can see what I'm doing. How about there? Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do 6.5, 4.5, sorry. And that's what I need. That's what I need. And I need to turn it around. What am I doing? 4.5. 4.5 and 4.5. That's 9. I don't think that's the straightest cut. Nine. Okay, there we go. Hey, the guy who says, how's it going? 4.5. You taking time off this week too? I'm trying to figure out what time I'm gonna take off. I think I'm gonna just do today's. 1, 2. Beep. Share me and Mark where we went to the Spirit of Thanksgiving. Family. It's cool. It's cool. What's is it getting super cold where you are? It's Sean, right? Please tell me my brain actually works. Fuck up. Peanut Gallery. Oh, love you more. Have we done that? Hey man, I got up at the butt crack for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, right? Yeah, I have to recount. This is why I don't do cross stitch. I'm just saying. 3, 5. That's not too bad. Um, hey, have you got your phone on you? What's the temperature at? I just know it's fucking cold when I have to step outside with the old dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. She pacing again. The old dog. And he didn't answer me, so I don't know what the temperature is right now. Pan, what's the temperature? Oh wait, does it say at the bottom here? Sometimes it does. No, sorry. I don't even know where my phone is. Which is good, then I won't be tempted to screw with it. Okay, so 1, 2. 5, and 2.5. You missed it, Sean. We had the old girl on camera a minute ago. I think you met her though. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just love these colors together. Oops. Thanks, Pam. Um, and 2.5. Okay. Should stand up. Be much easier. 2, 4, 6. We're gonna do folded now because I can. All right. Okay. So I'm going to whack it here and then subcut. What have you been working on, Sean? And Pam? Janet just got back into the sewing room after having the plague. Pam, you working on that Judy Niemeyer one? Ooh, heat, heat has kicked on. I don't need, and it's warmer in Alabama than it is in, crap, I forgot where you were, Sean. Virginia? That's not right. You're more west, aren't you? Some curved piecing, FPP, and a Christmas quilt. She had to go. Telling you, sometimes we can just see it, can't we? Mm-hmm. What sucks is when I'm trying to get out of bed. Because you're in bed, you don't have enough clothing on to go stand out in 40-degree weather. I don't. And her tail starts going. One day I had to set her in the laundry room and just let her finish. Yay. It's a little too far. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right, let's just make sure and make it the right direction. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14. How many do I need? Oh, 2 more. That's it. Oops, split on me. Slowly on the tube. Taking the plastic. Just finished finding Bigfoot from all the Pacific shop hop last year, working on a mystery quilt for gals. And helping kids master Christian. Yeah, I miss the kids. I mean, yay, they bought a house and all, but I miss seeing my friend. All right, what's next, guys? Oh, I see. We're gonna have to pay attention here. These two are the same amount. This one is the same as the red. Okay, we need the cheat sheet. We need 16 and 17. So we need, oh boy. Oh my God. That one should be 17. And that one is 16. Okay, that's these. Aren't they pretty? All right, I'll show you over here because that's better. I can't zoom down for shit. Okay. All right, so this is the first set, and I don't know exactly what we're doing with those. Let's just press out that center fold. I really thought when the sample came in that I was going to have a month before the rest of the fabrics got here, and instead I had like 3 days for the rest of the fabrics made it. For crying out loud. I think though, I'm sure that I don't need the sample to sell it, but I bought a kit, shop sample kit, so that's what I'm putting together. Let's see if I might be able to slide this down some so you can see more. What happens if, oh, kinda. Hi, dog. There's a little bit. You can say hi. How are you? How's it going, Daisy? You're, hi. Oh, wait. Scully. Come here. Come here, Scully. I don't think everybody met you. Come here. Oh, never mind. Don't come here. You're fucking soaking wet. I don't think I want you over here. Oh, right? Who wants that? All right. Sorry. I was just hoping I could slide down a little so you could see. What? Just like Daisy. So if you're local, we have some openings in our quilting, our long arm quilting. We could get you something by Christmas at this point. We could still take. We don't know how to judge this. I'm gonna say 6, probably more. It's just not every day that they can come in and quilt. I would imagine we can get more than that, but I'd be safe saying the next 6 that make it to us, we could have done by Christmas. There's Dave's trying to play ball with the puppy. Might not be working. Miss Daisy. How you doing, Miss Daisy? Yeah? You're gonna go lay down? It's too fucking bright in here, Mom. What? Is it too bright? You want me to help you floof something over your eyes? Yes, no, maybe so. Oh, I gotta finish some coasters too, damn it. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, no. I'm glad I did the other free cutting because this will take a little bit to do the sewing. So if any of you did not see and cannot, because of the glare, get a good idea what this picture looks like, this is what we're making. We're doing the light blue background, not the black, obviously. Eek! Wet dogs. Ugh. Ouch. Stupid tip that seems to work for me. I don't know if you notice I start with my strip up and I'm pressing. I learned this actually the other way around. If I wanted to press a seam open, I'll do it on the other one and show you. But then I'll probably close the seam again. But if you start with it open or lifted, then you're not, it just helps lay it down properly and not have that. Oh, I folded too much over. I don't know. Works for me. Or it's working today. What I was meaning was like if you were pressing your seam open, I'll just get it started to make sure that you've got all the piece and you don't have some folded. If you lift it, this comes right along. That said, I don't want that open. So I'm going to go back and close it. Not that I pressed it going. Let's start on this. And now this is in the way because I moved it so you can see what I was doing. Okie dokie. What? Go get who? Nuh-uh. Back off, kiddo. Come around. Wet dog. Very wet dog. What is that? Oh, tablet. This time we are going to just love how this fabrics are. Wish we could tour the facility. That would be great. But I heard they don't do that. I did. That's when I heard they don't do that. Oh, I see where you're going. Oh, everybody wants me to. Oh, okay. Sean could do it. Sean's got more viewers. Then he could come out here and I could meet him. Ah, there you go. Sean's going, wait, what? What am I doing? Who volunteered me to what? Wait, huh? Whether you like it or not. EF, there's 8 this time. And that's 4.5. So I can do 9 and 4.5. Ding. Hmm. I went flying into your room to say ding last night and you weren't in there. I have no idea where you were. Obviously not in your room. I'm like, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5. Hey, Abe, aren't they doing the canned food thing with pizza?
Check. It's around that time of year.
Yeah, might be prepare yourself, and I can send you with um like a canvas bag that would be heavy duty for transporting in and out of the car. If you need it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 8, 8. Logan got a hold of me. Like, I don't know how we're gonna fit it in. You tell him. Silly dog. We started conversations. That's about where we're at. It's positive. It's hard coming in the week of a holiday. So we'll figure it out. Yes. Have to covertly help me figure out how much to pay him for his time. Because you youngins. He's got a mortgage to pay. Yes, yes. I was thinking about that though when you were saying that he would have to charge you half the mortgage. That's not, he has to pay the whole mortgage, and if somebody helps him with 400 of it, then that's
I was telling him that the last time I was hanging out.
that doesn't work.
Like barely any of us in our friend group are going to be able to make $900.
If you can make $900, Logan, then be happy if you only had to do 700 or, you know.
Any little bit would help.
Yeah. I mean, and if you pulled your weight with the um, utilities and stuff, I would imagine.
I think his parents are helping cover utilities and stuff. He's just focused on it.
Well, we're in a time frame where it's rare that anybody can afford to get a house, so yeah. All right, what are we doing? We're doing the 2.5ers. How many on this one? 12. 12, everybody. 12, 5, 10. Like, can you all hear that? That's fucking hilarious. It's not when she does it to you, but hearing her do it to someone else is fucking hilarious. She's very vocal. 2, 4, 6. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Of course he's caged. I mean, really. I do. The other one I didn't need. Oh, right there. All right, Janet. Nice to see you. Hit that belly thing, and I'll tell you when I go live next time. How was that for subtle? All right, Goldfield 9 and Yellow Palette 2. Goldfield 9, Yellow. So that's got to be, yeah, the only two yellows and the only two blues. That should be, make sure, 3, which is sky, and 13, which is dandelions. Yep, okay. That means we haven't fucked that part up. Give us time. There's still plenty of time for that to happen. Oh, dropped it. Unruly strips. Here we go. They're pretty sets. So these are going to be frames and center blocks. Maybe I'm guessing these are the inside blocks. So these are frames that we're building. Okay. We're going to do one of each. Ugh. So I will be happy if we can get these strip sets together and cut apart tonight. And if that's all we end up with tonight, that's all we end up with tonight. And that's fine. Nice stoppable spots. Okay. Hey, I have some random strips left from one of my other builds. And they're some hefty sizes. I mean, they're not little. They're a good, I would say 6 inches or longer spots, if not more. I gotta figure out something to do with them. They're pretty. They're from Robert Kaufman's Venice line, I think. I thought he caved. So our puppy is not overly happy at the fact that Robert was forced to go back to work. She is definitely his dog, and she will yell at him when he goes home to play with her, spend time with her. But it's now dark and rainy, so going outside sucks. And he's puckered. He sits there and says, I'm nailing my dog. Okay, and Abe got Botox shots in his jaw today to see if that'll help with any pain. Playing with the duck. All right. Let's just sew these two, right? And then we can just subcut and be done, right? Oh, hey, hey. As you're planning and plotting and visualizing the new possible layout, we have some of the long wood shelves that you can put your figurines and albums and comics and other things on. So I know of the two that might, or at least one that Michael took down, and one that's right there. And the next time we get anything from IKEA, we'll get more because we like them and they work everywhere. Okay. One more to go. All right, get out of my way. Got three. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. It would take forever to sew long strips, right? Get back to it. Now that means I can fold this away and have it not be in my way anymore. Ouch. Scissors are sharp. Okay, of course. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sorry, had to sneeze. You guys didn't need to hear that. I just couldn't figure out which button to press quick enough. I made it work. All right, press these guys open. And it's lying to me. There we go. Because it's lying to me. It's not working this time. I already hit it with an iron. There we go. Okay. We're just going to set that for just a second because it likes to stay in the first little spot it hit heat. Hmm. Robert tried to work my shoulders last night. Found a lovely knot. Ooh, made my eye twitch almost. He's all, okay, Kenny. You shouldn't be this tight. Like I've been under a wee bit of stress. Cut me some slack. We just had a big piece of that stress shift. It's not gone. It's just shifted to be uh, more look over your shoulder. Is it going to happen instead of anything else? I love this one. I need to. Ouch! I see I didn't buy it because it's not one of the ones in the shop, but I should see about getting that one. It really is pretty. And now this shoulder hurts. The right one, which means I'm going to cut left-handed at the shop for a few days. So tomorrow is Tuesday and is our live. So Facebook, 4:30 Pacific sale. These fabrics will be up there too, so you could get them possibly at a discount. So I am seeing that. Sean, if you're still on, is that So Kind of Wonderful curves or somebody else's? And Daisy went back to sleep. We started watching Ted Danson's Man on the Inside. That shit's funny. He is a really good actor. Really? I've only had one. Three? That's a lot, damn. I haven't even finished my first one. To be honest. All right. Take one of those and set it aside. Take the blue and set it aside. Instructions tell me to do yellow next. All right. And there's that. Okay, how many of the 4.5? Choose true. Yeah, it's 8 of the 4.5. Okay, so here's 4. 4.5. Now here's 8. And 12. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. Had to make sure before I went too far that I didn't screw it up. Okay. Wait, we are doing the 2.5ers now. 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's do that. 5 and 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and looky there, yellow is. Might as well make these all going the same damn. Oh, I did. Some of them just seemed oranger than the others. Okay. That over here. Now we're going to blue. The last set. Red, 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 red. Where's that? What are we doing? 6. There's 4. And 6. And 16. We're going to do 5. We're going to do 7.5. 7.5. 5. And 2.5. 2, 4, 6. 15 views. Now I want to thank everybody that takes the time to put up with my shit and me learning the ropes and getting cameras and lights and shit all together. It's just kind of fun. Gives me something to do. I'm trying not to stress about any of it. If I get monetized, that would be amazing. If it doesn't happen, that's okay too. 1, 2. I just didn't need that, I guess. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Okay, we're doing the 2.5s. 2, 4, 6. We're gonna do 10. Count it down with me, shall we? 10, 7.5, 5, and 2.5. Because I keep getting it too close to the end. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 14. And I flipped him. Did you notice him? Damn it. 16. This is going to go here. Let's go make all of these go in the same direction like we've done in the past. Okay. Let's go to the other camera because it's better. Okay. 3. Yes. So these. Oh, I am totally wrong. The EFs are going to be the centers. The 2.5s are going to be the sides, and then these long guys will be the top and bottom. Not bad. So, what we should do is pick all of them together. And let's see, where are we at time? We're a little over an hour. So, what I'm going to do, change cameras. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I will pair them up, pair the blocks up so we know A, B, C, D, red, blue, green together. Have each block set together. Looks like you're going to do combinations of 8 or 6 of each of them. So that way that's already together. So next time we sit down together, which will either be Friday because I'm fucking bored, or Monday, then all we have to do is piece blocks together and then start alternating them. So it goes together really quick. We can have most of the top together in one more session, I would think. So super cute. Can't wait to see it. And maybe what we should do is I'm going to do a mixed binding on this one. Even if I have to take these strips, these double sets apart, I can even cut pieces out of the border stripe too. Let's do that. Let's do a piece binding on this when we ever get it to the binding stage. Blah, blarg. All right, so I'll show you one more time what we're making today. And I will make sure to show that next time too. I'll figure out how to get it stuck into a different spot there to make it easier. But that's it for tonight. I am going to let the dog's asleep. I'm going to go put my feet up for a little bit before I start hauling all the dogs upstairs. All right. Bye, Pam. See you later. And live tonight, tomorrow night at 4:30. Okay. All right. Good night, everybody.